What is going on, Fire Emblem Knights? Saya here with another Fire Emblem Heroes video. First things first, I'd like to introduce two guests to the channel, Vanna
Hello.
and Chris.
Hello.
This is going to be the next generation of Fire Emblem players and Fire Emblem fans. So this channel is growing them. That's great stuff. Anyways, Nintendo Mobile just released a bunch of news about 3 hours ago for the game. It's going to be very interesting stuff. Top headline, if I were to put one on there, is that if you want to be a new player, if you've been thinking about joining the game, now is a great time to start. There's a bunch of content.
I'm gonna go get milk and cookies.
Me
too.
What? What? Alright, well, so much for being fans. Anyways, top headline for this, if you guys have been thinking about joining the game and haven't yet, or if you're already in the game, but are a starter, a bunch of good news coming in for you guys. We'll talk about that. But more importantly, if you guys were waiting for the Choose Your Legends banner or any news around that, unfortunately, none of that came up during the, I guess, the live feed from Nintendo Mobile about Fire Emblem Heroes version 1.6. Let's get into it. Anyways, so first things first, Special Hero Summoning Event. This is going to be literally in just a few minutes. Is the Norian Summer banner. You're going to get Xander, who I think is probably the most interesting character there. You're going to get Leo. You're going to get Elise. Unfortunately, no Camilla, but you will get female Corin, who is a very interesting character as well. She'll pair up really well if you have Bunny Camilla. You'll basically have two Tome Flyers. So Bladed Tome users, I'm looking at you guys. That's going to be pretty interesting to face off against in the arena. Next thing, building off of that, is the Voting Gauntlet battle, which is going to be themed against these summer hero units. So you're going to have the Elysian Summer banner, who I believe was female Robin, adult Tiki, Gaius, and Frederick. And then you're going to have the Norian Summer banner, which is coming up. And again, that's Xander, Elise, Leo, and female Corin. So those are the people battling it out in the Voting Gauntlet. There's a Bound Hero battle coming up. That's Cecilia and Lilina. They didn't speak on any of the sacred seals that come along with this battle, but just so you guys know, that's one way to get orbs, one way to get a new sacred seal. Then, along with that, and the reason why I said this is good stuff for new players coming in, is that you have a 6-month anniversary celebration, which will net you 40 orbs in total for free, just logging into the game. And then you also have something called a starter support. And I think that nets you 20 orbs. So that's 60 orbs in total for just logging into the game. On top of that, every new banner that comes out after the 7th of August, you're allowed one free summon for that banner. I think that's really interesting news. I think that's great news for both the veteran players and new players alike. Their whole spiel around it was, imagine how great it would feel to get the hero you wanted off of a free summon. I think that's true. So the 6-month anniversary celebration, the starter support, definitely a good thing for the game. Let's get into Arena Assault here. So Arena Assault works a lot like Squad Assault in that you have a chain set of battles. The number of that is 7. On top of that is you cannot use the same hero twice. So there's no duplication of heroes. However, it seems like from the screenshots that we saw during that feed was you get 5,000 hero feathers, I believe, for ranking in the higher tiers of the Arena Assaults. So just another way to get hero feathers. That's great. But it'll be interesting to see who has, what is that, 7 times 4, 28 decked out characters to face off against 28 other heroes in this Arena Assault. I'm definitely not set up for that yet. I don't know if I can be by August 8th. It's kind of a stretch. But this is good because I think it rewards players who invest across heroes versus investing in, one set team, which is what I've been doing. And honestly, I do like the idea of getting rewarded for, spreading your investment in the game, getting a lot of heroes, leveling those guys up. I think that's great overall. Next is the Tempest Trials. So we got a hint of this during the last Tempest Trials, that we were moving towards Celica's, the legendary Celica, because this game does use multiverse elements to tell its story. But that we were gonna fight along the legendary Celica during the next Tempest Trials. The important thing here, guys, Clive is the hero that you get. So typically in Tempest Trials, we get 4-star heroes and 5-star heroes. The first one featured Roy, who was really masked Lucina. I'm sorry, not Roy, Marth. Her name was Marth, but she was really masked Lucina. The next one we got was Tobin. This one's going to be Clive, who looks to be a Blue Lance user, probably going to be cavalry unit. And then finally, straight out of Fire Emblem Sacred Stones is Valter, the Dark Moonstone. So he's going to be the next Grand Hero battle, or I shouldn't say next. He's going to be the Grand Hero battle in late August. That's going to be very interesting. He's going to come with an exclusive weapon, which I think is +1 attack, +2 attack, +2 speed. I can't remember. It was a very quick screenshot, but I'm sure we can grab that. By the way, all this news, as well as some other news that I didn't cover, is going to be in the link in the description down below. But let's actually get into the hero summoning event, the Norian Summer Banner, because I do have some talking points, specifically around Xander. So let's jump into that. I already have it open here. So there's female Corrin. Way too loud for you guys. I am so sorry about that. Enticed by a tropical breeze. Special heroes to battle. Tropical flower. Elise. Alright. So the theme of the weapons here are going to be attack and speed +1 to allies within 2 spaces. Elise seems to bring a support kit on top of being a green tome user. So she has rally attack and resist. She's going to get speed resist 2. And then she's going to get green tome valor 3. Which really, for the valor skills are really a good way to farm SP. So to me, nothing too interesting there. Probably not going to roll for her in this banner. The student swimmer. Xander. Alright. So here's the interesting skill for me. It's the C skill called Infantry Pulse 3. But let's just go over everything. So he's going to be a Green Axe user for this summer banner. He's going to get the Lilith Floaty Plus. Grants allies within 2 spaces attack and speed +1. Bonfire, Fire Boost 3. If unit has at least 3 more HP than enemy at the start of combat, unit receives attack +6 during combat. That's pretty good. But look at this. Infantry Pulse 3. Special cooldown count -1 at start of turn 1 for any infantry allies with at least 1 fewer HP than unit. Effects will stack with similar skills. Looking at you, Quicken Pulse. So if you have the Quicken Pulse Sacred Seal, as well as Infantry Pulse 3 on another unit in your team, that effectively makes any skill that you have -2 at the start of the game. Then it moves back to its regular cooldown. But that's pretty powerful. I mean, there's some very powerful high cooldown skills that you can't necessarily use, during an arena battle, or during even the regular battles that you have to do to clear parts of the game. This allows you to actually go in there with -2 on that cooldown, -2 turns on that cooldown. That opens up a lot of these higher cooldown skills, especially for arena, because chances are you're only going to use that skill once to knock an enemy out, and that's pretty much it. I mean, you only have to knock out 1 or 2 enemies to really seal the deal in that arena battle. So that's the most interesting skill I've found in this banner. So definitely rolling for Xander. Plus he's holding a giant fish. Seashore's Prince. Leo. Alright. So Leo is going to get the Tomato Tome Plus, again, around this theme of buffing allies within two spaces. He's going to get Iceberg, Seal Resistance 3, and Attack Ploy 3. At start of turn, all foes in cardinal directions with Resistance 1 or more lower than units suffer attack -5 until the end of foe's next action.
I'll throw your ashes to the waves.
Novice Vacationer.
I love
Corin.
to go swimming, don't you?
She's going to get Sea Life Tome Plus. That's a might of 12, range of 2. Again, same deal. Attack and speed +1 to units within 2 spaces. Dragon Fang, Swift Strike 2, Fortify Flyers. So she comes with Fortify Flyers. This is the reason why she's also the other interesting character. If you have Bunmilla, who's Bunny Camilla from the Spring Banner, and you have Corin, this Corin, you basically have, the flying version. I should say Flyer Emblem, right? Flyer Emblem, Horse Emblem. This is going to be a great counterpart to that. So for those of you who do have Bunny Camilla, unfortunately I do not. Definitely a great addition to your team. Just give her the, what is it? Blarblade Plus. All right. And I think that's pretty much it, guys. There's really not much else. Well, there is a lot. But like I said, link in the description down below for it. Other than that, do let me know what you guys think of everything that's coming out. Seems like a lot of good content. It also seems like, to me at least, that Fire Emblem Heroes is a very healthy game for Nintendo. I think it did more revenue than Fire Emblem Shadows of Valentia, which is an actual Fire Emblem game. So hopefully they continue to support this game as much as they are today. I don't see why not. I see the content as always good, always polished, always top-notch. But do let me know what you think of all this new content. What are you most excited about? Is it the new heroes? Is it all the orbs? Is it the fact that you get a free summon for every new banner? So let me know in the comments down below. Other than that, this is Saya, signing out.